What's going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar and welcome back to the NPA. This is going to be the battle for week 3 against Dan, aka aDrive. And real quick, I just wanted to go over the team in case you guys did not watch the team builder, give you guys some quick rundowns of some stuff so that way you know what to look out for. Pretty much what I'm expecting from him is Dragalge, Vikavolt, Necrozma, Infernape, Crocodile, and then like something else like maybe Shaman, Vaporeon, something else, but I'm expecting those 6 mainly. And this is what I built to pretty much, hopefully, beat him. So, first off, we have Skarm, pretty much just completely physically defensive with a little bit of speed, enough speed to outspeed modest Vikavolt, also enough speed to outspeed Dragalge, so I'm able to roost up on that. Roar is there because I fully expect Bulk Up Crocodile. I think Bulk Up Crocodile actually does a lot to my team, and it's actually very, very scary for me. I have Iron Head for Minior. It's able to 2-hit KO it, even if it has its shields up all the way down to 0%, which is impossible. Oh, I'm also getting sick. I apologize. Next, we have Jellyfish here, the Jellicent. This thing is here pretty much to switch into things like Alolan Ninetales. Is able to hard wall Shaman without Seed Flare. This is also, well, not hard wall. It checks it, and I'm able to get off some hazards damage on it and things like that. This is there mainly for Vaporeon. And this thing completely outspeeds Vaporeon unless he has like 36 speed EVs. I can taunt it, and I can hex him because I do have Toxic Spikes on this team, spoiler alert. And I'm able to pretty much stall him out with Vaporeon, which is nice. Next, we have Nidoqueen, Stealth Rock's Toxic Spikes, Earth Power, and Flamethrower. Pretty much fully Spadef with enough speed to outspeed Timid, max speed, what is it? Dragalge. So I'm able to do a lot of damage to that, set up a layer of Toxic Spikes on it, set up Stealth Rock's Earth Power. I have Flamethrower there because it hits things like the Shaman, and it also hits his Alolan Ninetales pretty hard, while also not being resisted by Crocodile and Minior. That's what it was. And I can also Oko Alolan Sandslash if he's not in Hail. Then we have the win condition, Braviary, Choice Scarf Braviary with Defiant. I'm hoping that what he will end up doing is giving me the Defiant boost with Intimidate Crook, and once I'm at +1, I will literally 2-hit KO everything on his team after 1 layer of Stealth Rocks and 1 layer of Toxic Spikes. I completely 2-hit KO everything on his team. Physically defensive Necrozma, 2-hit KO'd. Easily 2-hit KO'd, actually, so that's pretty awesome. U-Turn is there because U-Turn is the best move in the game, in my opinion. Rock Slide and Superpower. Superpowers are pretty much just to hit Crocodile, so I don't have to take Brave Bird Recoil. And Rock Slide is there for things like Minior and Alolan Ninetales. So I really like this set. This is the big win condition. Then we have the wall breaker of the team. We have my Heliolisk, U-Turn, Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice, Hyper Beam with the Normalium Z. This is here to break down one of his walls. I don't care which one it is, whether it's Vaporeon, whether it is Crocodile, whether it is Necrozma, Shaman. I don't care which wall it is. This is here to do a lot of damage to one of them. With Hyper Beam and the Z move, it bumps it up to 200 base power, so it completely nukes one of them and takes them almost out of the equation completely. I don't have to recharge after using the Hyper Beam Normalium Z, so I can just go for another Hyper Voice and finish anything off that way. Hyper Voice is also very spammable against his team because his only resist to it are Minior and Alolan Sandslash, which do not want to take it on pretty well. And his best switch into electric type moves is Crocodile, which is hit super effectively by U-Turn and gains me some really good momentum, and is 2-hit KO'd by Hyper Voice. So last but not least, we have Charizard X. This is a very Spadef Charizard X. This is going to be my switch into Vikavolt because I know Vikavolt's coming. It's probably one of the biggest threats to my team, in my opinion. With Will-O-Wisp, Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Roost. This will be my lead off because I fully expect him to try to lead off with Infernape, Necrozma, or Crocodile. If he leads off with Necrozma, that's a little bit less than ideal, and Infernape, it's a little bit less than ideal, but I still want to get up my Mega before rocks get up so I don't take 50%, because as you noticed, I did not bring hazard removal, so I want to be able to get off my Mega before I take 50% to hazards. Will-O-Wisp is there because I want to be able to Will-O-Wisp Crocodile. If he brings a bulk up set, I expect him to be like a Spadef bulk up, so I can outspeed that. I can Will-O-Wisp it before he sets up a sub, before he goes for bulk up, and I will eventually be able to beat that thing 1v1 with Roosts, Will-O-Wisps, and Dragon Claws and Fire Punches. Hits all of his team for very, very hard damage, even without attack investment. Overall, it's a very good win con. It does a whole lot to his team, and he doesn't have a whole lot to switch into it either. So this is going to be my designated lead, and hopefully it goes out pretty well. But with all that being said, guys, I want to keep this under 5 minutes, so let's just go ahead and hop over to the battle. What's going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar, and welcome back to the NPA. This is going to be the battle. We're going up against aDrive, and holy balls, he did not bring Vikavolt or Dragalge. What the piss. What? Are you kidding me? That shit was terrifying in team building. So he brought Infernape, Necrozma, Crocodile, Alolan Ninetales, Vaporeon, and Shaman. So the really good thing is he has nothing to get rid of hazards. He has literally nothing that wants to switch into a Brave Bird. And he has nothing that wants to switch into a Normalium Z Hyper Beam. I do think I want to go... I'm going to lead off with my Zardex to get the Mega Evolution off. I think that's the best play, because no matter what, nothing on his team can OHKO me. At all. And I can just get off a Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to my PPL guys. Some of them are in call, they're listening to the battle. We do that a lot. It's funny. Normally, whenever someone is having a league game, we all hop into a Discord chat and we just totally make fun of them while they're having their battle for all their shit plays. So I have a feeling they're going to be doing that to me in this, but it is what it is. Holy shit. I'm going up against aDrive. I wanted to go up against this man since GBA Season 3. Like, what? It's insane. It's like I don't know. I don't want to say it's a dream come true because that makes me sound stupid, but it's like... I never expected to be able to actually face this guy in League format. Leads off with Steve, that is the Crocodile. Okay, so... he has Intimidate, that's awesome. So... I'm at a little bit of a predicament, because if he's bulky with Bulk Up, or if he's like sub-Bulk Up, that's fine, but he can't kill me with any one Earthquake. Let me see... Charizard dash Mega X. Since he can't kill me with any Earthquake, I really just want to go for Will-O-Wisp. Like, that's all I want to do is just go for a Will-O-Wisp against Crocodile. Earthquake from a Choice Scarf Crocodile does 78% max. If he's banded, I'll instantly know it because he'll kill me. I want to just Mega Up and click Will-O-Wisp. If he goes for sub, I still have Hyper Voice, I still have Roar. So I think just Mega Up and go for the Will-O-Wisp is the best play. He is going to stay in. Let's see if he gets up his rocks or if he actually goes for an Earthquake. If he goes for a Bulk Up, that's fine as well, because I'm not. He goes for a Stealth Rocks. Cool, so this thing is now effectively beat. As long as I hit this Will-O-Wisp. And I do not hit the Will-O-Wisp. Are you kidding me? That sucks. This thing would have just been completely walled. So now that he knows I have Will-O-Wisp, he's not going to stay in. Damn it, dude. First turn. That fucking sucks. I kind of just want to go for it again. Like, if he goes into something, I'm getting off a Will-O-Wisp and I'm getting off some good chip damage, but at the same time, I also want to just go for Dragon Claw and get some damage on one of his walls. He's not going to leave this thing in to get burnt. He left it in to get burnt and he just goes for an Earthquake? What? This is stupid already. Bruh. That -1 did how much? That pisses me off. He has lefties, which is good to know. He looks like he has no HP investment. Because that did he might have a little bit. Jesus, that sucks. I can still roost up on the Vaporeon. I can still roost up on the Shaman if it's bulky. If I got that one Will-O-Wisp off turn 1, I have to go into Skarm here. Why did he leave it in to get burnt again? It's okay. At least now, he's in range of a Brave Bird from my my Braviary. Goes for the knockoff here. He's going to go to my leftovers on my Scarm. That's fine. Right here, I think I'm just going to roost up. Because unless he's like, he's not Z-Fire, he's not Fire Fang, I'm just going to click Roost here. Get back up to full health. If he goes into his Infernape and wants to go for like a Flare Blitz or something, he'll bring me down to Sturdy, but I'll kill him with a Brave Bird. If he wants to go into his like Necrozma or something like that, that's fine. Goes for the Taunt. Okay, so Taunt, Stealth Rocks, EQ, Knockoff is his moveset. That's fine. So he's not Bulk Up. Man, that pisses me off to no end. I don't think anybody realizes how pissed off I'm about that fucking Will-O-Wisp. If I got that Will-O-Wisp off, I would have been able to stay in there the entire time with Zard X, and I would have just been able to completely wall this thing and get off all the damage I need to on it. I'm going to go for an Iron Head here. Get off a little bit more chip damage on this thing. Skarmory doesn't switch into anything on this guy's team. And that's doing a good amount of damage. And as long as I can get this thing whittled a little bit, I'll be able to go into my Heliolisk and instantly threaten it out. Skarmory walls nothing on his team. Aside from like Shaman, but even then. Okay, so I'm at 44%. I'm at, not at 44%, I'm at 44 HP. Jesus, that Will-O-Wisp pisses me off. I'm going to be talking about that the entire damn game. $44 to 171. I'm at 25%. But at the same time, I can't go into Jellicent on this thing, because the second that I do, like... I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off. I can't even begin to commentate on what's going on because I'm so pissed off at that Will-O-Wisp. I had a couple mock games, right? So he goes for the taunt here. I went for Iron Head because I knew he was going to taunt me. If I can get off a little bit more chip damage, I can get off a little bit more chip. But in my mock games, right, I had my Zard X lead against a Crocodile, and I knew I could live any one hit. So I went for a Will-O-Wisp. My opponent went for Rock Slide, flinched me. 3 games in a row. I was like, no, there's no way that hacks is going to happen first turn in the actual game, and then look what happens. Like, I just got to keep spamming Iron Head until he kills my Skarm. Okay. So this thing is now within Hyper Voice range. So after this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Heliolisk. This was absolutely stupid. Okay. He's now in range of Heliolisk. His switch-ins to Heliolisk are like 0. Oh, Jesus, I'm pissed. So now we're going to go for a Hyper Voice. Definitely kills this thing. He's not Assault Vested. He's lefties. Judging by the Dragon Claw, he's not Spadef. He has attack investment, judging by that. In order for him to live this Hyper Voice, what does he have to be? Oh, God. Fucking Will-O-Wisp. Even if he's max HP, he doesn't live this fucking Hyper Voice. Oh my Jesus, I'm pissed. He's going to save this thing for later, which is kind of nice for me because now something is going to be taking this Hyper Voice. Okay, let's see how much this Hyper Voice does. Let's see how much. That did just under 50%. Now, I so badly want to click a Z Hyper Beam. But at the same time, if he's Scarfed, can he OHKO me with Earth Power? Earth Power does not OHKO me. How does Nidoqueen switch into this thing? So, Seed Flare and Earth Power do not 2-KO my Nidoqueen. I think going into my Nidoqueen right here and getting up my Toxic Spikes is the play to go for. If he goes for Earth Power, it's going to be doing 44% max. Nidoqueen doesn't switch into anything on this game. It gets up hazards, and that's about it. Once I get up hazards, I 2-KO his entire team with Brave Bird. That Will-O-Wisp. Oh my Jesus. If I got that Will-O-Wisp off, I would have even been able to wall him with Skarmy because Knockoff would have been doing the square root of nothing and a half. He goes for Synthesis here, which is really cool. So he's not Scarfed. That's good to know for later on in the game. I know I can kill him with like a Hyper Voice plus something else. But now that I have this thing in for free, I get my rocks. Actually, no, I'm getting up Toxic Spikes first. Fuck this shit. Fuck this. If I can't get a Will-O-Wisp off, I'm getting a Toxic. Ah! That makes me so angry. If he goes back into Crook here, he's going for Earth Power. This should be doing 44% max. If he's like lefties, which, no, that did about 44. So I don't know what item he is yet. He might be the Poison Berry? So now I really want to go into my Braviary. His versus Shaman, even if he's max HP Shaman, 105%. Lisk. Looks like he's no HP invested. Wait, what item? What is he? Because my Hyper Voice. Oh, I must have just gotten a really high roll. I could get up Stealth Rocks. I think Stealth Rocks are good to get up here because once I have that up, if I go into Braviary, I get kills. And then if he's left with Vaporeon or something like that, I can go into Jellicent. I can hardwall Vaporeon with Jellicent. I can Hex the Necrozma. I can do over 50% to that. I think going for Rock Share is my best play. He's going for Seed Flare. This is going to do the exact same amount. He missed a Seed Flare, which Karma, I guess. Not really, but... Okay. So I got up Rocks and a layer of Toxic Spikes. So now... Also, that Seed Flare miss does not make up for the Will-O-Wisp mix. miss because that Seed Flare miss would have done the exact same amount as Earth Power. He was just trying to predict the Jellicent switch in. Don't, Analyst, keep that in mind. That does not even it out. Just letting y'all know. How much does Flamethrower do? I'm going to go for a Flamethrower here to get some damage off on this thing. He does get the Seed Flare off this time. So we're down to red health. So much as Flamethrower does. Man, that's hard to tell what item he is, man. That is very hard to tell. I don't want him synthesizing up on me because I want my Braviary to take as little recoil as possible. Also, if he synthesizes yep, that thing. If he synthesizes up, Helios won't be able to kill it. So I really don't want him getting any health back. I'm just gonna go for a Flamethrower again. I have to sack off my Needle Queen. Miss? He missed another Seed Flare! Okay, that kind of sort of makes up for it. I'm okay now. I'm a little bit happier now. Okay. But Jesus, the hacks in this game are starting to actually be a little upsetting. So he can do a couple of different things. Right now he's in range of Hyper Voice, so I could go into Helios after this and save the rocks damage on my Braviary for later. So goes for a Seed Flare. He does hit this Seed Flare, so what? 2 out of 4 he hit. Okay. So now, Heliolisk Hyper Voice should kill this thing. I mean, I know it kills this thing. I meant U-turn. U-turn does 18 to 21. He's above that. I think I have to click Hyper Voice. He will either kill this, sack this thing off, or go into his Infernape and sack that off to the Hyper Voice. If he goes into Infernape, I still have my Jellicent around to switch into that decently well. But most importantly, I have Braviary and I have Jellicent. Those two together can still win me this game. I cannot believe I missed that Will-O-Wisp. That Will-O-Wisp cost me my Skarm. And my Zardex, pretty much. I so badly just want to go for the Hyper Voice. But I also really want to go for Hyper Beam with the Z move because memes. But I'm not a man. He does just sack off the Shaman, which is nice. So if Infernape comes in here, it's going to be really good because he'll take rocks and also get poisoned by Toxic Spikes. Yeah. And if he goes into if he predicts me to switch out going into my Jellicent and goes for a U-turn and he goes into his Crocodile, I have Cobra Berry, so I can live any knockoff, I can live anything ever, and I can just kill it with a Scald. Braviary won't get the Defiant boost, but that's fine. I don't really think it needs it this game. Helios picking up his first kill of the season, though, I think. That's nice. That Will-O-Wisp miss, turn 1. Oh my god, I want to punch a kitten. Ugh! Makes me angry. But he pretty much lost his Shaman because of hacks. I lost my Skarmory and probably my Zardex. No, because I can still roost up on the Necrozma. Yeah, I can still roost up on the Necrozma. So Zardex isn't gone. And I can roost up on the, what's it called? The stupid, wet doggo thingy. Vaporeon. That thing. Fucking Will-O-Wisp. I wonder how many times I've said Will-O-Wisp this entire match. So if he doesn't go into Infernape right here, I'm going to be a little suspicious. If he goes into Necrozma, I'm going to click, actually, it depends on if he could kill me with Earthquake, because he ran mono attacking Earthquake. He did go into Infernape, so that's nice. It's taking Toxic Spikes and Rocks. Okay, so now that Infernape is in, I'm just going to make the switch into my Jellicent. If he goes for U-turn, like expect me to go into Jellicent, that's fine. If he goes for a Thunder Punch, I can live 2, depending on his item, of course. He did go for U-turn, so here he's going to go into his Crocodile, and he's going to try to threaten me out with the... He has Life Orb, that's also good to know. Shit, he's going to go into his Crocodile right here and try to hurt me with a knockoff. Luckily, I have Cobra Berry. Yep. If he goes into his Ninetales, still going to stay in, and I'm going to click Hex because I think Hex 2 kills it. Yep, he went into his Ninetales. So let's see. Jellicent. Versus Ninetales. So Freeze Dry is doing less than 50% to me. Hex, if he's poisoned, is doing 43 to 51. After this layer of poison, it should kill him. I'm just going to click Hex. Freeze. If he sets up an Aurora Veil right here, like, that still wouldn't be the biggest of issues because I can still stall it out, like, decently with Recovers on this, with Roost on Zard. With how low his Crocodile and his Infernape are, even a Aurora Veil and Aurora Veil will not save them from dying from Brave Bird. Yeah, so even Aurora Veil won't be the biggest deals. You went for the Freeze Dry. This should be doing about 50%. Did about that. And now we get off a Hex, and let's see how much damage this does. Yep, perfect. Put him in range of the, not this turn, but the next turn of Poison. So, I'm at 22 out of 207. I think I'm at 10%. This is a tough call, because I can't come back in on rocks no matter what. But he will be dying to this next hit. And I still have my Heliolisk to take on the Vaporeon. Still have Z Hyper Beam. Still have my 2 offensive Mons, which beat his 2 offensive Mons. I should still be fine. I'm going to click Recover here in case he tries to do something weird. But no, he just sacks this thing off. So that's cool. I traded Jellicent for chip damage on Infernape and Alola Ninetales. Cool. So I think that kill goes to Nidoqueen, actually. So even from the grave, Nidoqueen is getting the kills. I think since it was a double down, I want to go into my Braviary. Because if he goes into his Necrozma, I can U-turn out. If he goes into his Vaporeon, I can U-turn out. If he goes into his Infernape, I can live any one Mach Punch. If he goes into his Crocodile, I get the Defiant Boost, and I'll be able to just plow through one of his walls. So I think Braviary is my best bring-in right here. Send out Eclipse. Cool. Can this thing OHKO me with anything? What is this thing called? Necrozma. Hate this stupid mon. Psychic is doing 49% max Brave Bird after Stealth Rock and 1 poison damage. It's a 76% chance to 2-hit KO, but there is also Hail Up, so this Brave Bird will be able to 2-hit KO him. The problem is, if I sack this thing off right now, I will lose to the Infernape, but Infernape's Mach Punch will be able to kill me anyway. Okay, so Mach Punch from Infernape is doing 37% max. Just because of that, I cannot leave Heliolisk in on this thing. I think I have to go into my Zard and sack that off. So I'm just going to click U-turn right here. I can't let this thing take any more damage just so I can live one. He's also in range of Z Hyper Beam now, which is awesome. I think I have to sack off Zard. If he goes for a Calm Mind right here, He went for Power Gem. Okay. So he does kill my Zard here, which is nice. But now I'm going into Heliolisk and I'm clicking Z Hyper Beam. I'm doing it. Hell yeah. And then after that, he'll go into his Infernape. Like, this is going to be a close game no matter what. It might be a 2-0 loss to me, I think. Like, because Infernape does have Mach Punch, I think that's what the ending score will be. But Z-move. This is the 200 base power. Z Breakneck Blitz. Let's see it. If you could go into, like, Vaporeon, like, that would make my life so much easier. If you could go into Infernape right now, that would make my life amazing. Nope. He stayed in and sacked off his... Oh, no, he did switch out. What is he going into? He went into his Vaporeon. So this is going to be taking a Z Hyper Beam. Nice. So now it comes to Z Breakneck Blitz. Shout out to it. Shout out to it. See how much damage this does. Jesus Christ, that did 90%. That did 90% to a Vaporeon. Holy shit. Z Hyper Beam, if that does not get mentioned on something of the week, I will be very disappointed in every single analyst. Oh my god, Z Hyper Beam just put in the finest of work. So, U-turn does not kill from this range, I don't think. Versus Vaporeon. Yeah, if he's max Phys Def, it doesn't kill. I kind of just want to go for Hyper Voice. Let's see what he does. So he stays in and sacks off his Vaporeon. So now, if he goes into his... if he goes into his Infernape right here, I'm going to stay in with my Heliolisk. Because if he goes for Mach Punch, I'll be able to go into Braviary for free. And depending on what he sacks off, I'll be able to live a Mach Punch. Because Crocodile will be coming in, taking Poison and Stealth Rocks. And since he's Life Orb, if he predicts me to switch out and try to preserve this thing, because it could win, like if he tries to predict me to go into my Braviary, nah, he has no reason to do that. He went into his Necrozma. I think I just won. I think I just won. Because I click Hyper Voice and this does 37 to 44. It looks like it's a roll, but Hyper Beam does 60. Hyper Beam does 60. You know what? My mama always said, if you don't have balls, don't play Pokemon. Since she told me that, I have balls. We're clicking Hyper Beam. And we hit the Hyper Beam! Yes! Oh my god. And I think that just won me the game. because now I can bring in Braviary. I won't be taking 20% to Brave Bird. I could click Superpower. Ooh, does Superpower kill Infernape? Adamant. Infernape. Superpower does 63 at -1. It does 42. Oh man, that's gonna be close. He took Poison, Rocks, Life Orb. 20. And how much does Infernape's Jolly Life Orb? Iron Fist. 37%. I don't know if I'll take 13% recoil from this. He looks like he's below 25%. I'm gonna click Brave Bird, because I don't think Superpower will kill Infernape from the range it's at. Okay, what HP am I at? What HP am I at? I'm at 80 out of 189. That's way above it. I can already tell. 80. I'm at 42%. If he is adamant or gets a crit, that is the only way that this Infernape can kill me. And yeah, he's way above Superpower range, so going for Brave Bird was the correct play. There's no way he can kill me unless he's adamant or gets a crit. He didn't even go for Mach Punch. Didn't even go for Mach Punch. Yes! 1-0 victory. That was an insane game. Holy shit. That game was amazing. Fantastic game, Dan. That was awesome. Thank you so much for the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like for me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of Hyper Beam Heliolisk. Holy shit. That was amazing. That was such a fun game. Aside from the Will-O-Wisp miss, fuck that. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you all next week for the NPA. Bye-bye.